Buddy, we're doing day 2 of RESTORY. This game where you run an electronics repair shop, repair stuff from the early 2000s, so PlayStation 1s, PlayStation 2s, Ataris, all that good stuff. Do we have anything to repair? No, we need a license for that. Can't hang these up on the wall, apparently. So we'll put this over here. Turn the light off since it's daytime. Person has no experience yet is trying to run a repair business best they can. You piece of shit. Now I got a 4.9 instead of 5. Ah, what a dick. He ruined my perfect rating with his 4-star review. 3,500, 7,000. A Pokia. Okay. I'll take that order. 5,000 for some cleans. I'll take both those. 5,000 for that one. Sure, we'll take that one as well. Let me see if there's any Pokias that I can buy for parts. We'll buy this part as well. A Pokia. Ooh, it's too expensive. I'll buy the parts though. Alright, I'll put all these on the shelf here. Throw that away. Eric, after this is broken, the case is broken. That side looks fine. That's broken. That's broken. Needs cleaned. That's fine. So we got to replace 2 parts so far. I don't know if I have those parts, but we'll find out. That off. All right. Let's see if we have the spare parts. We need a function button. We have that. Option button, front panel. Front panel. Function. Oh, we have functions. I need battery and option button. Option button and do have a battery. Perfect. So we can now repair this. Let's go ahead and clean these guys first, though. Is that the only dirty part? Okay, they all look fine now. I reassemble. Put the battery back. Okay, now we screw it back in like that. Altered Bach, thank you for the 34-month resub. Put the screen back on. Put the buttons on. All the little buttons. And now it's all back together. And it works. Pokia. Shall ship it. Okay, let's work on the next one. This strange device is called a flip phone. I know some of you in chat may not know what that device is, but these were all the rage back in the early 2000s. Actually, this isn't even a flip phone. It's just a brick phone. Yeah, flip phones. We do have flip phones in this game too. Perfect. Yeah, this came out right after the string, the 2 cans on a string. That was what was before this. They didn't have great range, but you could take two tin cans and then have a string between them, and then you could talk to people. This game is crap. Nokia would never be in a repair shop. Well, that's because this isn't a Nokia. This is the off-brand called Pokia. So it's an off-brand. It's not Nokia. It's Pokia, the off-brand. A Nokia wouldn't break, but a Pokia, yeah. Some off-brand garbage. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one they'd have on discount at Walmart. They have like a little guy in a little vest trying to sell it to you. You would use this right before you commit a hit on someone, and then you'd break it in half and throw it away. You know, that kind of a phone. Hi, thank you. Well, I mean, it'd take a little effort to break this thing, but flip phones came a little bit later, and those you can cut in half a lot easier. They still sell those too for as burners. Yeah, these were durable little things. Like these, they weren't fancy. They didn't have apps. But they were very durable. You know, say what you want about it. You couldn't play music on it. You couldn't, you know. I don't even think most of these had a camera yet. Some of them did, but most of them did not. And it would be literally just for... Well, there was Snake. You could play Snake. That was about it. I think there's like one or two other little mini games. I took my first round of metformin today, and that made me so nauseous for about 30 minutes. Hope that the nausea goes away. It's a diabetes type 2 medication. It made me go, oh. Also create your ringtone. Yeah, you can make your own little ringtone. Alright, let's unscrew it. Yeah, the doctor said that the first couple weeks, the metformin's going to make me feel nauseous most likely, but then the nausea should go away. Just your body getting used to it. It doesn't go away for everybody, but for most people it goes away. Yeah, when I'm on this medication, if I have a lot of carbs or a lot of greasy food, I will have to run to the bathroom. So I have to avoid those foods. Which is good, as I need to avoid them anyways. Yeah, I need to avoid them anyways. Yeah, I just got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And they said I need to grow a handlebar mustache. I need to have a ranch. And then I need to go, I got type 2 diabetes. And I get my test kits via mail. There was a commercial that was all through the 90s and early 2000s of what was his name? Wilfred Brimley. He would do diabetes 2 commercials for home testing kits and stuff, and it's a big meme. Yeah. Okay, that's all clean. Perfect. All right. How much money did we make today? Good chunk of money. Can I get a better brush? $30,000. My God. $120,000 cleans 6 parts at once. Oh my God. That is a lot. Airbrush. Let's buy several of those. Any other auctions? That's good for parts. Good for parts. Good for parts. Good for parts. Parts box. That works. Yeah, I'll sell that. It's worth a lot more than that. That's too expensive. That works. Brick game. 3,200 a Pokia. I'll take that. Take that. Let's buy all that. And we'll strip them for parts. Turn on a little light. So we're going to strip all of these guys for parts. Use as backups. Hello, Francis. Pretty much anything in here that's usable, we're going to use it. Throw those in there. This needs cleaned. That is fine. That's broken. Needs cleaned. Broken. There we go. And now we clean these guys. Perfect. Now we got spare parts. This thing is broken on the outside. Okay, so we will save the parts that we can, but the case has got to go. She's all cracked, and that is not usable. That needs cleaned. Gonna take that out of there too. Oh, that's broken apparently as well. That one's fine though. Okay, cleaned. So got a few parts out of that. All right, let's see if how bad this one is. Okay, the button's broken. Everything else pretty good, though. Okay, I see that the phone's cracked already. The screen's dirty, too. Might work, though. Guess we'll find out. Okay, battery's just dirty. Should still work, though. Ooh, that's fried. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Goodbye. Looks like both the case and the inside is cracked here. So that is unusable. That part is fine. Okay, let's take this off. That part's fine. That's garbage. Spray that down. Perfect. Spare parts. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go ahead and make sure this guy works. Okay, take that off. Throw that in there. This needs cleaned. That's fine. Throw that in there. Backplate's fine. Oh, I forgot about all these guys. That needs cleaned. Cleaned. This whole device needs cleaned. Ooh, she got dusty. To be fair, she is like 60 years old? No. Yeah, about 60 years old. Actually, these were in the 70s? Or might be the 80s, actually. So I think 40 years old. Alright, throw all those in there. More parts for us. Good morning, Coffee Talk. 80s, okay, it's about 40 years old then. Okay, that's fine. That's broken. Fine. Fine. Dirty. Fine. Fine. Make sure I popped out the right chat. Yes, I did. Okay. This game makes you feel old. As long as you don't think about how long these things have been around, it's fine. It's fine, you know. Time passes. Not much you can do about it. You know, as you don't think about it too much, it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, button, dirty. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, this game is great. It's super fun. Just relaxing if you like to clean stuff and repair. Also a little bit of a nostalgia trip if you grew up in the 2000s and you saw all these consoles and controllers and stuff. Okay, box is done. Alright, let's close up shop and go to bed. Boom. Mom retired her Nokia this year. Getting a mom or a grandma to like upgrade from a flip phone or a brick phone to like an iPhone is a struggle. Dude, what's this? Oh, rent. Ew. Internet? Ew. Dun, 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 dun. Is there a way to change my internet? Let's see. Internet acts like a difficulty setting. Oh, so it doesn't actually affect anything. Well then. Is there a way to change? It doesn't seem like there's any way to change your internet setting once it's set. So I don't think I can increase it at all. Okay, let's go. What's in there? Desk is empty. Pretty dead over here. I think we're on this side. I'd like to repair the crack on that wall. This is a Z box controller. So let's see how much money I need for the license for the Z-Box controller. Z-Box controller is $33,000. All right, let's buy that so I can afford it. Oh, I have my Z-Box controller license. We'll put it over here. Z-Box controller. Look at that Z-Box. I'm going to need parts for this, so let's see if I can find another one online. Oh, you can order individual parts. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let me buy that box of parts. I'll buy this working controller and see if I can swap things over from it. Hi, buddy. Give me the parts. Alright, let me go ahead and strip this thing down for parts and then use this to repair the other one. The original Xbox controller. That brings back some memories. Man, I was not prepared for Knights of the Old Republic. That game was so good. And I was not expecting, I didn't know what to expect playing that game. But my God, that game was just such a fun game to play through. Such a joy. Yeah, I was obsessed with that game. It was just so fun. Dead. He said this thing worked. He lied. There is almost no parts in this that actually function. He's a freaking liar. Should have enough to fix this hopefully now. Or at least repair that case that was broken. Okay, broken. That's also broken. This needs cleaned. That one's fine. This looks fine. Fine, the no shell. Take out these screws here. Okay, let's get these a good old clean. Yeah, buttons do get super dirty. I don't know how long this game is. We just started playing it. Okay, we do have the panels we need to replace, so we at least have those. Alright, let's go ahead and put all this stuff back on there. And that on there. Okay, that goes on the front along with the panel there. That button, that one, and that one. Now we screw it in, and then it should all work. Got that old school Xbox design. It's amazing how much Xbox has changed. Boom. Done. Arigato Guzmati Mozada. The controller looks brand new. Sugoi. You're a real wizard, Wizardaru-sama. I'm so happy. By the way, Masuda, I have to tell you that I managed to fix the heart as well. I met the most beautiful hostess at the maid cafe. It's Haru. Her maid outfit was just like my favorite anime. So kawaii. My heart still's going doki doki. She was close by all the time, always smiling. She even drew a Nico emoji with some ketchup on my amores. And she also gave me her number. Told me that she could show the real Akihabara to me. Your sketchbook, huh? I'll show it to you. Wait, where's my Pokia? I can't find my phone anywhere. Haru's number is in there. Must have left it at the maid cafe. Thanks for everything, Musada, but I must go back like a proper gentleman. I shall not lose your number, dear Hurai. Be more careful next time. All right. We got paid. A Pokia Enjoy. Oh my god, I forgot about the Nokia. They had a gaming console. I completely forgot about that. It was so long ago. We'll take the brick game one as well. Hey, hi, Master. I'm beat. There was this tourist in the cafe yelling kawaii and sugoi at all the maids, asking them for the number, driving everyone nuts. Gave him the number of a pizza place. Now I'm thinking about it. That Yamato courier seems so quiet and polite in comparison. Do you compare this Pokia? I'm super accidentally spilled a beer on it when it fell on the floor. Twice. I even found a buyer for it already. Thanks, Master. Okay, gotta run. Wow. Well, she's rude. He's in love with her and gave her phone, and she's treating him like crap. Figures. Nice guys always get used, unfortunately. Feels bad, man. So the mailman that comes by is in love with her and gave her this phone, and she, as you can see, didn't take very good care of it at all. Circuit board. Circuit board replacement. Need a speaker and a battery. Speaker, and then we do have a battery. It's just dirty. All these parts down here are dirty. I didn't clean those. Oops. Oopsie. Alright, now we can repair. Put the battery back there in the backpack. Dun, 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 dun. Travis, thank you for liking the live. And thank you for the follow. Okay, let's go ahead and put the screen on. Cover, then all the buttons. Little speaker. Done. And there's the phone. I'm here for the Pokia. Is it done? Oh, awesome. My boss is a total monster. She flipped out on me about it. Get everything right in her eyes. At least I can get a good price on this Pokia. Almost forgot it. Brought you something. Check it out. These are parts from all kinds of devices. Take them as a thanks on top of your payment. It's my dream to compete in a repair master competition. I spend my free time after work taking part in whatever gadgets I can find and practice on. There's always parts left over. So many parts. Bought boxes like this all over the old master every morning. He paid me $2,000 a week. Oops, I meant $4,000. I can bring you boxes too. I don't think I'll need them. Oh, you're also thinking about trying into the repair master competition? Whoever wins usually ends up getting tons of customers. And then, well, I could sell my devices through you. I don't know how to enter. Ask Hashimoto. Here's what I do. If you manage to win the competition, I'll bring you parts for free if you promise to teach me the trade. Good luck. Gotta go. She brought me parts. Only a couple. I'm going to put these over here to be broken down. This also needs to be broken down. Money! Okay, let's strip this baby for parts. That looks nasty on the back. Love this game and played all evening. Yeah, it's very relaxing. It's very fun. By the way, the devs announced today that they have made back their budget on the game already. So the game was profitable, and they made back all the money they spent making it already. And it's sitting currently at a 98% review score on Steam, which is great. This is a very fun little game. Yeah, you can tell this game was made with love. All right, throw all that in there. We'll clean these and throw those in there. There we go, all clean. Yeah, the demos was sold it for a lot of people. Like, it's just such a good demo. You have a loose tongue. I expected more from you. That story about my son was for your ears, not the police's. Oh, also, he's going to come by later, but that's all in the past. We need to focus on other things now. You see, I'm the organizer of an expo with a big competition for repair masters. But the idiots that work for me broke my only means of communication. They're a bunch of headless chickens without me. Well, technically, I dropped it, but it was their fault. Always noisy, full of questions, getting in my way. I need it fixed pronto. Oh, don't tell me about this. Also, you look pretty beat. Try and get more sleep. Dead master's not much too good to me. You too, huh? See, I don't have time for this, but I'll figure it out later. See ya. Autorola. I need an Autorola license. Okay. Autorola requires what? 40,000. Damn. Okay. We're gonna have to do some odd jobs to get that then. Man, there's so many jobs here. Okay, what do we got? Xbox controller for 12,000, sure. A PSP cleaning, sure. Brick game, sure. Sony again. Ooh, 37,000. Damn, that's a good one. Another brick game as well. Atari 2600. I'll take that as well. All right, let's put these repair jobs up here. Thank you, Travis. Thank you for the likes and for following the stream. Garbage. Okay, this one we have to strip for parts, which will probably be very useful in just a minute. Okay, take that out. That needs cleaned. I can't even fathom how they make this kind of stuff. Like, how do you just make a PSP design? You just make it. You just somehow figure out how to have this device, what shape it's got to be, how to put all the circuits in it, how to make them fit, how to make it look fancy on the outside. Just like, damn, I don't know how you begin with that. Yeah, just like whoever designs this kind of stuff is very talented and has to know a lot. Yeah, the game is pretty accurate to most of the devices. You know, it's simplified a little bit, but it's pretty close to what the actual devices look like on the inside. It's not quite one-to-one, but it's pretty close. Yep, it's like close enough for a game, you know, like where we're not like trying to be, you know, super hyper realistic. It's simplified, I'm sure. All right, let's see if we can repair this PSP. This PSP will be worth a lot of money if we can get this guy repaired. Ooh, I see two big cracks already. Ooh, the game's broken, the cover's broken. Okay, that's broken. Damn. Oh, I didn't mean to take that out of there. Okay, that's fried. My God, there's so much of this is broken. Can't tell if they're okay. That one needs to go up. There we go. That one needs to go up. Hard to tell sometimes if it's up or down the screw. Okay, now we take these off. Really, that's broken. Damn. There's so much of this PSP that's just fried. How do you not take care of your stuff? Almost the whole thing is just awfully broken. Damn. I know, like there's almost nothing left. So few of the parts actually still function. That is, it's almost like we might need a whole new one. Okay, I literally need everything. We need the frame, motherboard, display frame, disk drive lid. We need disk and battery. Okay. Damn. So much. At least the screen works. The screen's probably one of the more expensive parts. So, at least that functions. Okay, let's put that bracket on there. Okay, screw that in. Put that in there, and then disk drive on there. Put the screen on. Top cover. And then put the cover on, put the battery in, and then put the cover on, and put the disc in. All right, done. $37,000 job. Damn. How much of this game is applicable in real life? Probably very little. First of all, one of the biggest things is you don't instantly know when a part's broken in real life. You have to, like, test each part sometimes. And this game just tells you, oh, the circuit board here is broken. But, you know, in real life, you might have to, like, run voltage tests or, you know, that kind of thing. Or maybe the fix is not just simply cleaning it. You have to solder it or something, you know. It's probably much more simplified than the main game makes it look. And you also have to deal with stupid people like, what? Putting it in the bathtub is bad? Oh, I thought I could take it in the bath with me. No one told me the PSP wasn't waterproof. That's their fault. Okay, get all that clean. Perfect. Good morning, Bison. What's your go-to drink at Dutch? I just get a iced latte with an extra shot. I like my drinks bitter, like me. I don't like sweet drinks, and with type 2 diabetes, I can't have sweet drinks anyways anymore. So it works out. Put the buttons on there. What are we missing? Front panel, battery compartment. Okay, there it goes. Wasn't wanting to click on there for a second. Yes, you can. Coke Zero is fine. Coke Zero is not a sweet drink. It's artificially sweetened, so it's fine. But I can't. What I can't have is like full sugar. I can't have the Cosmic Cookie drink from Dutch Bros anymore, which was espresso with milk, and then they put chocolate drizzle in it, and then they put 5 pumps of cookie syrup on it, and then they put a topping of sweetened cream on top. Then they put cookie crumbles on the top. So I can't have that anymore. I only had it 3 times, but it was just too much. That's what made my blood sugar spike, and they caught it when I was testing my blood. I had that 2 days in a row, and then my blood sugar went, and they're like, uh-oh, you got the diabetes. Alright, do this. Are you sure that's bad for you? Yes, it is. It's not only bad, it's super bad. Like, it's okay to have sugar, very sugar drink once in a while, you know? Once in a while is fine. But having it a lot, that's when it gets bad. Or having it a lot over many years. And as I've been trying to avoid stuff that has added sugar, and my God, in America, it is very hard to avoid added sugars. They put it in everything. Everything. Even things that aren't really that sweet. Like, I was looking at the crackers yesterday that came with my chicken salad, and there was corn syrup and sugar both in the crackers. And I was like, they don't even taste sweet. They're just salty crackers. Like, my God. There we go. Yeah, you got when you have the diabetes, you gotta look at all the nutrition labels more. And yeah, like a lot of stuff just has so much added sugar. Throw that up there. We just worked all night. Nothing happened. Damn. Fruit's fine. Fruit always comes paired with, except for bananas. Almost every fruit comes paired with fiber, which is what balances out all the fructose. Because no one gets obese eating too much fruit, okay? Oh, you had too many strawberries. Look, now you're you're 400 pounds. You ate too much fruit. It's like, come on. Oh, there's too many berries. Now, juice will get you. Fruit juice sounds healthy, but they take away all the fiber, and then they give you just the pure sugar, and then they add sugar on top of that. So juice is really bad for you. And there's some fruits that, like cranberries, where it's hard to eat it without the sugar. So there's a lot of cranberries, or anything with cranberry in it usually has a bunch of added sugar. Okay, we need 2 switches and a circuit board. Okay, we got the circuit board. Then we need 2 switches. Perfect. Yeah, cranberries are one of the most tart berries out there. It's really hard to eat it without sugar because it's just so tart. I used to love getting dried cranberries in my salads, but I looked at the sugar content on dried cranberries. Woo! Woo! My God. Can you do natural sugar? Yeah, most natural sugars are fine. Like, you can have fruit. You can have that. Like, it's the granulated sugar and corn syrup and stuff. It's like, I can have sugar. I just have to keep it low. And I need to avoid foods that add simple sugars, like sugar, granulated sugar, or corn syrup. Those are like highly concentrated doses of sugar that are simple sugars, and they go right into your bloodstream really fast. Because those will spike my blood sugar a lot, very fast. Yeah, I tell you what, there is so much misinformation about health stuff online. Like, so much. It's a minefield of stuff that's not true, or stuff that's being twisted, and they want to like sell you a supplement, you know, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of it's unregulated too, so they can say a lot of things without any consequence, whether they're true or not, or they're just like hogwash. Yeah, it's not just health. It's just like, but health especially. Like, there's a huge industry of stuff that is just, some of it's built on stuff that's not true, or there was one study that was done by an unreputable group, and then they referenced that one study over and over again. What am I oh, no? What am I missing? Yeah, I once watched a video. Someone said that if you eat fruit, that's just like eating a candy bar. I'm like, no, the fuck it is. Yes, there is sugar in fruit, but it is not nearly the same as a candy bar. Like, come on, Jesus. Dun, 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 dun. What am I missing to take this off of here? Oh, one screw right there. Okay. Could not see that one. All right. Take that off of there. And that, and then, okay. Let's clean these guys, and then replace the broken stuff, and make our money. I've seen so many videos of health influencers that will pick up a product off the shelf, and they'll pick an ingredient randomly off of it, and then they're like, "Don't ever eat this. It's bad. It's like poison." And then later, they will have their own product for sale, right? And their own product has that ingredient for it, and then suddenly they don't care about that ingredient anymore. It's like, So it's okay when your product has it in there, but when this competing product has it, ooh, that's no good. There's so much stuff like that online. Okay, let's put the screen on. Put that on there. You know what I miss? I miss the food pyramid. It made no sense to me, but at least it was a simple shape. There, just like, you remember like the food pyramid when we were young? When I was a kid, nutrition was all about the food pyramid. They had a little triangle, and like you can have lots of carbs, but you don't have much fats, and it's just like, why I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, didn't screw it in. Okay. Perfect. There we go. Do you like Beast of Incarnation? It's pretty fun. It's not the best game in the world. It's like a 6-7, but it's enjoyable enough. I would say most people probably would want to wait for a sale because it's weird, it's different. I would just wait on a sale on it for most people. But it's on Game Pass. So if you are interested in it, I would recommend playing it on Game Pass on PC first to see if you like it before you purchase it. Because it's very strange, it's weird, but I'm actually liking it, even despite the stuff that's a little funky on it. The game has been getting, as I've been getting deeper into it, it gets, it starts to get a little repetitive. Because there's, the enemy variety is kind of low, and the upgrades and stuff are kind of minor for your gear and things. A lot of like numbers get better versus new build possibilities for the most part. But for the most part, I'm enjoying it enough to finish it. There are parts of the game I really like and parts that I don't as much. Okay, I need a trigger. Need a left trigger and a cord. I have a cord. have a right trigger. I need another trigger. Can I get a trigger? I only have one option. Let me see if I can just buy the trigger. Need a left trigger. $1,500 for one trigger? My God. Okay, got our left trigger. That was $1,500 down the drain. Cuts into my profits. Throw that away. Okay, let's see, we got all our repairs done. We can afford that Autorola license now. Let's see. License. Autorola license. 40 grand. Alright, put the license on the shelf. Can I find an auction? Let me buy that for parts. And I didn't see any others on the marketplace, unfortunately. Oh, there's one. 13,000. It's a little expensive, but it sells for a lot more. So we'll go ahead and buy those. Should have the parts. Hopefully have the parts we need. Let's strip this one of parts and then we will see what we got left. Okay, so that works. That needs cleaned. Okay, put that in there. That obviously needs cleaned. That part's fine. It's cool seeing the inside of these devices. So much of the technology has changed over the years. This is out now all the way if you've been waiting to get it. Very fun. Would this be a good Steam Deck game? Yeah, it seems to run. The dev said it runs on Steam Deck. They've tested it. It runs well. Should be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and open that. Throw that over there, that over there. That needs cleaned. Also needs cleaned. That part's fine. Substitution of parts may void intrinsic safety. Okay, let's start with a good old clean of the inside here. I actually don't think we have to replace any parts, which is good. Okay, that part. All right, put that on the back and screw it in. Get that all repaired. All right, now the backside. Put those guys back on. Aha, all better. There you go, sir. Looks like it's all set, huh? Here's the cash. Now you can pay the rent you owe me. Stupid expo, stupid competition. Nothing but noise. How do I enter the competition? You know what you're asking. It's not like you can just walk in and compete. Nobody knows your name. This isn't Cheers. You have no reputation. You don't even have a soldering iron. Should buy one first, but there are some issues. That's it. I'll send my electrician by. He'll help you figure out your light situation, plus help you get a soldering iron. He has contacts in the area, plus he can install your meter. I forgot you don't have one. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and go to sleep. Yeah, he's iffy. Something about that man is very sus. Vale Dan, thank you for the 13-month resub. It says Dan Cheer, Dan Hart, and Dan Dink. Thank you very much. Lights are flickering again. It seems like just in time. I am Toshio Futusono, the local electrician. Nice to meet you. You're the youngest master around here, I must say. As for the lights, the problem is your stupid expo and your stupid competition. You just want way too much energy. All this new tech, your electric soldering irons, your sandblasters, True Master uses their hands only. You know, back in my day, in 1974, there was a huge brand new electronics store open in 1973. Can you imagine? Well, you're probably too young to remember it anyway. So, right, this is my favorite gaming console, real engineering miracle. None of that fancy new disc, lasers, or whatever sci-fi thing you kids are into nowadays. Please fix it, Master. I'll install the energy meter and take a look at the wiring here in the shop while you're at it. It's always cheap and stop your renovations with this Hashimoto guy. Hashimoto mentioned something about your soldering iron. Wait, you really that serious about the whole thing? Fine. Maybe try to talk to my friends. They could probably get you in. Do finish the repair at hand while I'm busy, all right? I'll take a look. I can fix this. Should be easy. Just an Atari. We've repaired 1 billion of them. You know, he could have at least cleaned the outside. You know, I can understand not cleaning the inside. You know, I'm going to do that, but, you know, you could have at least cleaned it up a little. Instead of hand it to me all nasty looking. Okay, that's cracked. That button's fine, fine, fine. Dirty. That's fine. And is there a way to disable the AI summary feature? I think 7TV does and Better Cheats TV does. If you don't want a summary of what happened while you weren't watching. There you go. Clean, clean, clean. And grab the brush. Only cleaning console there's easy. Well, this is a video game, so sometimes they make it simplified. Go ahead and put that on there. What's the AI summary? So when you join the chat, you might see a little box that says that summarizes what was happening in the stream over the past few minutes. It displays for a few seconds and goes away. So it's like, Dan is talking about feet while he repairs stuff in a video game. You know, that kind of stuff. Dun, dun, dun. That's all fixed. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Master. It looks brand new, and I've been busy fixing the wire and I saw the energy meter. Electricity fees are fixed, by the way. It's 1,500 yen a week, and a courier will deliver the actual bill to your door. Do you really think it was free? To be fair, local network's dead like half the time, so it probably should be. How about the soldering iron? Yeah, made some calls. They told me, Master, these things are the reason Akaba electricity is so unstable these days. There's one fancy model that everyone's selling these days. It's defective, comes from the factory like that. Your people pay for inferior things. Well, everyone has their soldering skills for the competition. Honestly, this competition is nothing like but a circus nowadays. Back in 1983, the winner got a free Hitachi factory tour. Now, grand prize is a license to repair a robot dog. Who even needs something like this? Robot dog? Really? Ugh, kids these days. $1,500 for electricity? Ugh. Freaking gotta pay my bills. Dun, 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 dun. You can, the AI summary does react to what I say, so let me see. Like, AI summary is freaking stupid. Stupid, dumb AI summary. This AI summary is stupid. It's probably spying on me. God, this AI summary is just stupid, and it's, like, spying on me. Damn this AI summary. AI summary is stupid, chat. Stupid AI summary. AI summary is stupid, and I'm so mad at it. This AI summary is mean and dumb and stupid. Now, let me see if it actually... Actually, I don't see the AI summaries anymore. Did it disable it? Better we might disable it. Let me see. Chat. God, there's so many freaking options in Better Choice TV now. It's insane. I can't. Yeah, I don't see the AI summary anywhere. I don't know. Oh, there's a search bar? Okay, let me try that. Let's see. I actually don't see a search bar anywhere. And Better Twitch TV. Interface. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find a setting there. Search settings on the top left. Yeah, there's no. I don't have that on mine. Oh well, don't see it anywhere. I hurt the AI's feelings. Yeah, there's no set. There's an option there for that on my. I use Better Twitch TV's interface. It might be different from something else. Allow me to offer my respects, Master. My name is Kaito from the Hashimoto family. I believe you know my father. Oh, yes. You hurt the AI's feelings? Does it say that? I am here to negotiate regarding the incident involving a police officer. My father has placed me in charge of household operations. Hashimoto family estate, the windows, floors, bathroom, kitchen. My orders are to bring order cleanliness to the whole place. But what do I do? See a traitor right in front of me. Well, Kettle, do you find yourself shaking? This is your hour of reckoning when a true master will deal with you. Scale and rust has eaten away at you from the inside. Your fatal mistake was interrupting our morning ritual. Put an end to it, Master. Ensure there are no witnesses. I will be checking. Tell him you'll deal with it quickly and with no unnecessary collateral damage. It's just a kettle. How hard could a kettle be? Okay, this needs a good cleaning. Little kettle should be fine, right? It's just easy. Just a little... Try some basic electronics in there. Okay, that needs cleaned as well. The heating element. Take off the lid. Okay, this whole thing needs super dusted. Yeah, the full game's out now, so there's a lot more content, and you keep playing the whole game now instead of only some of it. Okay, that part's clean. And now that part's clean. And that part's clean. Switch to the brush for this one. All right, now we put it all back together. Little heating element, the little circuit, the little button. Perfect. Done. Cotton Hat, thank you for the follow. Being a house husband is no laughing matter, Master. More like a covert operation. My father is training my discipline to prove my willpower, and it's vital this kettle understands that. I see that his conscience is clear now, Master. Mental work, here's your payment. Speaking of, I haven't heard that your business is expanding, which is delightful, but the taller the tree, the harder the wind shakes it. The tree requires support to keep it from snapping. $1,000 we protect the entire forest, a small price to pay for a good night's sleep. Say they're already paying rent and utilities as it is. I am not the one who made the rules, Master. Everyone has someone above them, whether it be a boss or a god. Best not to anger those at the top, for they are quick to bestow punishment. I have a small personal favor. My housekeeping budget limited as part of my training, and I've heard that you plan on entering a competition. Variable bet would be much for me. One moment, my pager. What? Clearance sale at the China shop today. Ceramic pots are half off. We'll finish the discussion later, Master. Hashimoto family affairs, they cannot wait. I need to hurry. So this is protection money. Oh, my God. I got to pay protection or he's going to break my freaking kneecaps. Typical. Typical. We need some parts. Let's see. Brick game. Controller, it works. We don't. This one doesn't turn on, which is good. Need parts. We should have plenty of parts of the other stuff. We'll buy that. We can afford a little upgrade, maybe. Soldering iron. Device for delicate soldering. Paintbrush. Let me get the soldering iron. Maybe I gotta do some new repairs. Buy that broken one. Dude, buy 25 devices at the marketplace. You're almost out of air? What are you talking about? I feel... I know, cans of air. Okay, that's broken. That's broken. Just trying to get parts out of this thing, so anything that's left is fine. Okay, broken, fine. Throw that away. Gonna give that a good clean. Place any part on the table to start working on the device. Oh, hi. Hi, Master. Have a little problem. I think my network card's burnt out. Someone tried to change the network chip to hide the MAC address, but they didn't solder it right. That somebody totally had no idea how to use a soldering iron. You have one, right? I'm counting on you, Master. Can you help? If you do well and do it quickly, I'll let everyone know how awesome you are. I know a lot of people, and there's always new faces at the cafe. Don't tell anyone that I brought this, okay? I know a lot of people. So you'll take a look. You certainly understand what she means. Throw that away. Probably yesterday, it's amazing. Yeah, it's a great little game. So now we can do new repair types. She's going to pay me an exposure. Yay, she'll tell people about it. Okay, put that over there. That over there. Okay, give this the old clean. Oh, that looks... That looks all messed up. Clean it first. 99% of dust clean. Okay. Resolder. Soldering is easy. Damn, I thought it was hard. I didn't realize soldering was just such a simple mini game. Okay, that needs cleaned. That also needs cleaned. All right, give it the old cleany. Yeah, hacking is also super easy. Apparently for hacking, all you have to do is hold down the X button. I thought hacking requires like knowledge or something, but it was like super quick. I remember when Watch Dogs came out, the fearmongers were like, they're teaching our kids how to hack. They're teaching the kids how to hack devices with this game. It's like, no, you dumbass. Okay, put the screen on there. All right, all fixed. Sorry for bothering. My console seems to have been broken. Sorry for distracting you from your important work. Power went out, and I lost all my progress and adventure. That game has no saves and no cheat codes. Plus, when the power came back on, the console started smoking. I've been having so much trouble with electricity lately. And I'm sure you have too, since we're on the same connection. I'll look online and see what it might be. I'll sure to let you know if I find anything. I'll take a look at your console, though. Sorry, Mr. Bucket. Yeah, that's Mr. Bucket. He lives above us, but he's too lazy to come downstairs. Just like, it couldn't take too long to walk downstairs and talk to me, but no, you write your notes in a little bucket. Go ahead and clean that. That's broken. That's fine. I got to solder something on here. Remove dirt. Actually, don't see the dirt anywhere. Okay, now resolder. Oh. God, that fluctuating power is spooky. It's like there's a ghost. Oh, we need one of those cartridge holders. There you go. Perfect. Got lots of Atari parts. Put all that on there. All right, perfectly done. Oh, all right, man. Thanks for fixing it, Master. I'm glad I didn't have to call off the deal. It'll be nice to have some extra cash on top of my stipend. By the way, did you get accepted in the Repair Master competition yet? Our deal's still on, you know. I would know. We both could really use some new customers, right? I was home yesterday practicing soldering on a new board that I found. And then it was so different from, it was so weird. The lights started flickering and even went out completely at one point. Thought of something I did, but it's like that all over at Akaba. Plus, this cop has started stopping by the cafe all the time. He thinks I wouldn't recognize him in civilian clothes. Just sits there and sips his coffee for hours. His name was Goman from, he has his Goman with him and is probably recording people's conversations. Why else would he be there? It makes me nervous. Right. They call it master because it's in Japan. They have a lot of they say that a lot, like senpai, or there's other versions of senpai that they say they're honorifics is the name of it, where you're paying respect. You know, we often don't go around and be like, "Hello, Master Carpenter," but in Japan it's very common for them to be like, "Hello, Master Carpenter, Master Blacksmith," you know. Thanks so much for fixing it. Here's your money. Sorry I'm troubling you so much for my old devices. Yeah, sensei. Yeah, it's kind of like saying sir or ma'am, but like in a proper, a little more proper. I ran my script in it, listened to the local network. Something weird is being transmitted. There's some unusual traffic and it's encrypted. Shows up whenever the power goes out somewhere. I'm sure I don't want to hear you don't want to hear about it, but I'm a little worried. The Expo and Repair Master competition are coming up. Sakamoto said there'd be some important guests. You're probably not interested. No, they don't. So they don't say the word master. They say sensei, senpai. They're just translating it into English by saying the word master as like a close to what they mean when they say that. So like you'll say senpai or sensei, or like you'll say their name or their right after it. It's just like a professional like title, but they don't really have an equivalent of that in English. So they're substituting the word master, because we don't really say those kind of things often. Like in Japan, you'll say it all the time as a respect to your friend, to your boss, your teacher, that kind of stuff. We say daddy. Hey, whoa, well, that's a whole different thing. Okay, very different. You're probably not interested. Hello, Daddy Carpenter. Yeah, that's more of a Daddy Plumber. Hello, Mommy Plumber. Thanks again for fixing my stuff. I'm glad I have my games. Daddy Doctor. Game seems stressful. It's actually very, very simple because there's no timer. There's not much of a timer or anything. It's pretty easy peasy, like casual repairs. Hey there, young master. Electricity's giving you trouble again. I swear the wiring looked like new last time. Oh, you did it. You got the damn soldering iron. Ugh, what a piece of work. Lights are flickering because your new iron keeps screaming into the wires instead of singing into them. Electricity network is fine, but that cursed device definitely is not. Ask what screaming into the wires means. This model has no power factor correction. Capacitor gulps power out the grid in huge unpredictable spikes. When you're soldering, the device spits harmonic interference back into the zero wire. But I can take a look at your wires, but you owe me a favor. Here's my grandson's gaming console. Fix it and I'll fix your electricity. All right, I'll take a look. Got here. You can fix the console, fix the lights. Off we go. Atari Lynx. Lynx, I don't have that. Atari Lynx. 61,000. Damn. We gotta earn some money. Let's do a brick game. 11,000 for brick game. Atari should be a quick repair. Sony Pimp, we'll do 15,000 on that. Brick game, got that one. Controller, clean it. Autorola. Controller, Pokia. Autorola Razor. There you go. Put all these devices over here and line them up. Gonna repair them all. Hi, I'm Kyoko Ukami, your neighbor, and you must be the new repair master. It's quite dusty in here, and also straighten your cash register. It's crooked. And also, this place could use some decoration, not look like a scrapyard. What I'm here for? Here, take this. An expensive phone. It's going to sell in no time. Hirashi's got a knack for procuring things, Poor girl, these loudmouth tourists and their sweaty hands. Though Hiraru needs to pay more attention to her work as well. She's simply unable to focus, it seems. We need things to be all nice and neat, and it's just improvising on the spot. So you take a look at the phone and give it a good clean. That doesn't work, replace some parts if needed, or personally check it. I'll look at your phone. Yeah, the only timer in the game is that you have 3 days to do any email order, which is plenty of time, but that's the only timer you have to keep in mind, is that you have 3 days for each of the email orders. So what's happening, Grug, is in the translation, the author wrote senpai, sensei. We don't have an English equivalent of that, so for really, So the translator is just substituting the word master as like to try to be similar to what that means in that context. Because we don't really have that in English. Not really. So they're using master as sort of a trying to get the point across of what it's supposed to mean, you know. It's kind of like saying master. Or daddy, yeah. Okay, throw that off of there. You know, like, you know, daddy. All right, we'll clean that, clean that. That needs to be cleaned. Yeah, clean the batteries seems silly, but it like if you have dust in between the battery and the you know, the connector, that will cause problems. So it does make sense. Oh, that's broken. Okay, those are broken. Damn. Okay, let's start by cleaning up all these. We're almost out of air. Okay, we need a screen, buttons, and battery cover. Okay, we have a screen. We have buttons. And we have a battery cover. Perfect. Now we can prepare this. Bite Doggy, thank you for that 22-month resub. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's one of the that's one thing that makes translating so difficult job is, you know, not every language has everything that other languages have. So you kind of have to like translate as try to equate like what is being said as. So you have to have like a good understanding of both languages to try to figure out how to make what they're trying to say here into there. That's why translators are in high demand. It's a tough job. You have to have intimate knowledge of multiple languages. Okay, let's throw that away and take that out of there. And all of that. Is that battery out? Yeah, okay. That one's fine. Screen is fine. Now I pull this thing off. Yeah, this game is very just chill. Want to just, you know, watch a movie, listen to a stream while you're playing it. You just chillax. Oh, that thing's dead too. Okay, so I need a whole frame. We need a disk drive. And that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and clean the parts then. Yeah, the cleaning noises are very satisfying. Yeah, another thing a lot of languages have that English does not is they'll often have they'll have gendered words, and then also, like in French, it's le and la, and in Spanish, it's something similar, where they have like words that are different depending on the situation. Yeah, masculine, feminine versions of words. I remember when I was studying French, that was always a pain because it'd be like la this or la that. For this word you use la, for this word you use le. Or if you're in The Witcher 3, you just go la 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 over and over again. Okay, throw that out and take that. Oh, that battery's dead. I shouldn't have to replace these people's batteries. That's not my job. If they bring me dead batteries, they're getting dead batteries back. I'm not getting them free batteries. Unless they charge them for it. Throw that out of there. Speaking of Witcher 3, can you believe we're getting a new expansion next year? Just like, whoa. Crazy. Just like... And then, like, yesterday we were playing Ghost Recon Wildlands. They just randomly made a little expansion to that. I was just like, what? Can you imagine Todd Howard being like, hey, we're making a third expansion to Skyrim? It's like, what? Inspector Sakamoto here. Don't fret. I came to ask your help. My partner's in some trouble. One very loud-mouthed tourist keeps coming to our station saying his phone got stolen at the local maid cafe. Says that he lost some very important number. It's a life and death situation. Yada yada yada. Gets on everyone's nerves. Every time this tourist comes over, they send me to check on the cafe, and he just won't stop. Stubborn like a cat in a kimono. All my colleagues are going, hey, Sakamoto-san, your Gaijin friend is here again. And, oh, well, I guess it's just my luck. So I'm coming out of the cafe with my partner here, and that one hostess in a maid outfit jumps over to bow to me, and bam, accidentally hits me on the arm. The player falls to the floor, and please fix my partner, master. Can't do my job without it. Oh, that goes here. That goes over there. Still working on this. So we need a motherboard, buttons. I don't have buttons. Back panel. Battery compartment cover. Don't have that either. I gotta hope someone has what I need. Spare parts for master. Sure. Sorry, master. It's going to be very important. My script text encrypted traffic network. Sakamoto forums are buzzing. Something about soldering traffic. Melina, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Okay, let me take this thing, and hopefully we can get enough parts from it. Oh, parts. I always want parts. I can never have enough extra parts. So we'll take all those. Hopefully we get what we need from it. Hopefully stuff's here. We try the new Quake 1 episode. They're making a new Quake 1 episode? That's awesome. We'll do. Aren't they doing an RTX remaster of it as well? Or an RTX mod? Oh, it's out now. Damn, didn't know. We'll probably check it out at some point. Alright, that part's good. This one needs cleaned. Buttons are fine. Screen is fine. That just needs cleaned. That was mostly... Oh, we need some more air. That's what I wanted to buy, was air. And... let's get the upgraded screwdriver. Boom. Be a nice upgrade on the screwdriver there. Okay, all those parts can go into here. Clean these guys up. And that one. All right, and then let's see here. Now we should have enough spare parts for this now. So we need buttons. We need a back battery cover compartment. There it is. Also, this is dirty. I need to clean that. It's bothered me. There we go. Put that back in there. All right, put that there. Buttons, screen. Then this, and then that. And then... Oh my god. They instantly screw in and screw out. Oh, that's so nice. Such a nice upgrade. Makes repairs so much faster. All fixed. Yeah, these upgrades are nice. So I just have to click one time and it just pops off. That is lovely. Instead of having to hold it down, that was getting annoying. Daggers, thank you for the follow. You want to buy this game? It's $16, and it seems like it's going to be a decent length game too. Lots of stuff to do. Very just chill. Back cover on. Put that on. Get that Atari all repaired. Something's not right. Wait, what? Oh, the front screen's dirty. Ah, come on. Apparently, that little dirt in there. Didn't even see it on the backside. Perfect. I remember trying to play a game called Pitfall on the Atari. That game was hard as hell. Ocean Ooze. Thank you for 120-month resub. That game was brutal. Alright, let's try this Xbox controller. And there was a haunted mansion game or something that was very difficult as well. Or Maniac Mansion, yeah, something like that. Thank you for gifting a sub, Rainfire to Atari. Hello, Atari. Pitfall, Frogger, both fantastic. Yes. I remember playing. I tried my grandparents had an Atari, and I tried so hard to play it, but those games on that system were brutal. Brutal games. They also had a copy of Pong. Pong was super cool. Pong was a great little game. The attention to detail in this game is pretty damn good. They've done a really good job at like recreating the insides of these consoles. Put the buttons on, I guess, first. You know, it's like it's dramatized, but it's still pretty accurate. Surprisingly, they did a very good job of like making these look like how they look on the inside. You got a Frogger and Missile Command from a yard sale. Yeah, if you ever go to garage sales, you can often find Ataris out there. Sometimes in very good condition, too. You want those old school consoles. Or if you want, like, they do now make Ataris with modern connections, so you can, like, have an HDMI port instead of, you know, the old RCA cables and stuff. And they also have little ones where, like, they have all the games on it in a little tiny form factor. It's pretty cool. We make ones backwards panel. We play old and new cartridges on it. That's awesome. That kind of technology is cool. Let's take this off of there. Okay, let's go ahead and spray that. And that. Thank you, Bridge Boy, for 116-month resub. Appreciate that. Where's your Intellivision gang at? Okay, I think that was everything. Just need a good cleaning. I remember I knew a secret way to repair cartridges back in the day. You blow on the cartridge. And then if that didn't work, then you'd whip out the old Q-tip. And that would often be enough to fix a lot of them. Okay, put that on there. That on there. Yeah, they get dusty. Done. Do we beat Beast Reincarnation? No, we still got a lot of that left. Here's the infamous Atari controller. Let's go ahead and... Okay, that needs cleaning. This is fine. That needs cleaning. Cleaning. That's fine. That needs cleaning too. It's amazing. It's cool to open up these things and see the old tech inside. The old analog technology from back in the 80s. Atari was so revolutionary back in the day, just because they're all these arcade games and stuff. But Atari was like you could have it in your home. It's like, whoa! You can have your own arcade machine. Yes, home gaming is one of the biggest factors for why arcades have gone under. Because, you know, playing games at your house is so much more convenient that people, once they had a game console, they just stopped going to arcades. So that was a slow death. Okay, dirty. Dirty. No, nope. Nope. That's dirty, and that's fine. Best game ever was E.T. Oh, I can't remember that one. I remember people saying that one was really hard, though. Pretty much all the games from Atari through Sega were really difficult. I remember a lot of those games did not have the ability to save the game, so you had to beat it in one go. So they were brutal. Does that go on there? No. Oh, that first. Then that. There you go. And then that goes on there. Boom. Now start to take shape. Put the battery there. Put that up there. Screen. I tell you what, these little flip phones were somehow really durable. I don't know. I had like a brick one and a flip one, and both were just solid. Like they did not, like I could drop it, I could accidentally splash it in water, and somehow they were fine. I don't know. They must have been made differently back in the day because they were just very sturdy. This game is fun, yeah. It's nostalgic and fun, especially if you grew up in the early 2000s and like you remember having these devices. I remember when cell phones, just in general, were brand new. Like, well, not really new, but like most people having one was new because it was only rich people could afford them, and throughout most of the 80s and early 90s. And then you started getting like ones where people could afford them at home, and that was new. When I was a kid, everyone had landlines. You had a phone and it was hooked to the wall with a cord. Matt with a 10-month resub. Thank you, you beautiful human. Thank you very much. Yeah, when I was a kid, we would have we had a landline, and then I think we're missing parts. Circuit board. We had a landline that was hooked up to the phone with a cord, and then they had the greatest invention ever in the early 90s, and that was a cordless phone, which was like mind-blowing. Like, you could have the phone but not have a cord on it. Because corded phones, you had a curly wire that you'd have to like connect to the wall, so no matter where you were with the phone, so you would have to, it would stretch all the way across the living room if you're sitting on the chair or something. Then they found out a way to do the cordless phone. And then after the cordless phone, then we started getting cell phones. And early cell phones were pretty basic. You know, they're like this, where they just could take a call. Maybe you could send a text or two. They charge you per minute, per text. None of that free. There wasn't no free texting crap. You had to pay half a minute per text. It was fun. Okay, this one needs to be a little bit cleaned up. Yeah, and your cell phones were limited too. You only had X number of minutes. And then eventually they started doing something cool. You got free nights and weekends. So everyone would wait until 9 p.m. to call everybody. Because you got free minutes after 9 p.m. Until 7 a.m. You just make all your calls. You're like, no, wait to call Grandma. It's almost 9. Also, I remember, you know, phone numbers now are easy as hell, but back in the day, if you wanted to know a phone number, you had to look in a giant-ass heavy book called a phone book. The white pages for people, and then yellow pages for businesses. And you'd have to go through these big-ass heavy book trying to find the number of what you're looking for. And then pray that you got the right one at the right location. Because you didn't have Google Maps to just Google where it was. You had to sort of look up a map, a physical map, to figure out where this thing is. And it's like, where are you located? And then we had an address book where everyone in our family's number was written out. So you would, if you wanted to call someone, you had to remember what their number was. And you had to look it up in the phone book. And then we'd have Aunt Carol, we'd have Uncle Sean to not answer that number. And then, like, because they had caller ID eventually, which is very cool. Caller ID was a new technology that was open. We got calls from Uncle Sean in jail all the time. Okay, we made $71,000 for all those repairs. Do we have a to-do list? Looks like we do. Oh, we need these things over here. Let's repair. Let's do some Tamagotchis. Actually, that's a very low repair. Super quick, though. What's the most expensive? An Atari, 10,000, 6,000 for that one, 34,000 for that one. Damn. Let's go for the expensive orders. 18,000 for that one. Damn. 10,000. Okay, we'll do that. Those. I love how the repair for that one is more than the console's worth. It's like, why not just get a new one at that? Well, I guess you can't really get a new one very easily. You know, chat, why can't you buy a garage at a garage sale? No one has the answers for me. You know, why does no one have a garage sale where they're selling garages? Seems a little ridiculous to me. Okay, that part's dead. That part's dead. That part's dead and cracked. Okay, that needs cleaned, and this needs cleaned as well. Super clean. Guys, this Atari got so dirty. All right, we need a back panel. We need one switch, I think, and a cord. So now we can put it all back together. Put the switches on there. And repaired. Easy 10 grand for me. I know. Why at the flea market can you not buy fleas? I guess you can't get them for free, though. Speaking of fleas, Tifa says hi, everybody. You don't want treats? You just want pets? Okay. We'll give you a couple treats then. We'll give you some pets then. She just wants a few pets. She's such a baby. She likes those head scratches. She's so happy. Now, if she wants more pets, she'll tap my shoulder. Okay, that needs clean. That one's fine. That's broken, apparently. Clean, clean. Broken, broken. Needs cleaned. Kid guy, thank you for the 19-month resub. Soldering. Yeah, that soldering definitely is making the power shake. That ain't good. Alright, all clean. Now we're missing 2 switches and 1 cord, which we have plenty of. Don't know about the cord, though. Okay, we do have plenty of cords. We're good. And now we put this on the plate. Put all the switches on. Perfect. Console done. Let's repair this phone. Hopefully. This job will be $18,000 when we're done with it. Although it looks like it's going to need a lot of replacement parts, which might ignore profits. Okay, that's broken. That's broken. That's fine. Fine. Dirty. Okay, that's garbage. Replace what we got here. Yeah, I feel after playing this game, I could fix anything. Even in real life, I'll fix something. I can't fix your marriage, but I might be able to fix your phone. Display frame and keyboard. Display frame. And we have a keyboard. Perfect. Let's put that in the back. Antenna. Battery. Then that thingy. Super durable phone, all fixed. All right, 2 more repairs. Should have all the parts needed to repair this. Okay, needs cleaned. That needs replaced. That needs replaced. That needs cleaned. This needs cleaned. Clean that. Yeah, this game is just so chill. Okay, grab that. Solder that as well. Okay, it should be good to fix everything now. Yeah, this would be it'd be great to like. Oh, that's still dirty. You can watch a nice comfy movie while you're cleaning stuff, you know, like Deliverance or The Notebook or just something chill. Let's do joystick, and I need a cord replacement. Do you know what movie? There was one movie that I saw in theater that I was completely blindsided by because it was a movie that I was almost mad because it was so different from what the trailers made it look like. It was called $1 Million Baby. I was like, I'm about to go see an action flick, you know, boxing, and such a cool movie. Oh, this looks so awesome. It's like, yeah, it's going so good. The action's great. Man, she's such a good boxer. He's such a good teacher. This is a great action movie. And then all of a sudden, it becomes a completely different movie. A just gut-punching, gut-wrenching, hard-to-watch movie out of nowhere. I was not expecting that at all. I was almost mad by just how sharp of a turn the movie, because I wasn't trying to watch that kind of movie. Want a nice action flick, you know, but dear God. Yeah, you get all invested and then wham! All right, there you go. I mean, it was a good movie. It was very well acted. It was a good story, but I was not in the mood for that. I went to go see it. Okay, we got a metal frame. We need a Wi-Fi board. We need a display frame as well. And we need a disc. I don't have a disc. Oh, no. We need a disk drive lid. A disk drive. And we're missing a disc. Oh, no. Like Titanic, totally expecting a sad movie. I mean, how could it not be? You know, at the end, the ship sinks. People are gonna die. You know, we knew that going in. $1 Million Baby starts out like a super high impact action movie and then just becomes one of the most gut-wrenching, sad movies I've ever seen in my life. Just out of nowhere. Okay, we need a disc. Let me see if I can buy a broken PSP. I'll take that one. And that one. Oh, not that one. 16,000. Ain't no way. 4,000? Okay, I'll take that for parts. I'll take that for parts as well. Alright, go ahead and buy them all. We got $100,000. Damn, I mean 100,000 yen. Ah, we have the disc I need. We'll take everything in here that we can for parts. Okay, throw all those in there. That's got some good parts from that. Is electronic repair really this easy? No. Again, just like every simulator game we've ever played, it's highly simplified. It's not this easy. It's not. This is designed to be fun. Repairing stuff in real life isn't really designed to be fun. You might find it fun, but it's not really like designed for fun. Pick out those screws. Okay, that's broken. Okay, more parts for us. Okay, this one's nasty looking, but hopefully we can salvage some parts out of it. Okay, now let's clean off this thing. You have a PSP. PSP is Tifa's favorite console. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom, guys. We'll be back in just a minute. $100,000 doll hairs. We can do 3 new licenses. Let's do Atari Linux. Atari Lynx. God, that's an expensive one. $61,000. Jeez. I don't remember Atari having a handheld. It's interesting. It's been a long time ago. Damn, 6 AA batteries? Those must have died really fast. Yeah, they must have gotten specific permission from Atari to use their names. They use fake names for the other consoles. Atari's pretty cool about that. Okay, that's dead. That's fine. That's also fine. That's dead. Hell's that tube? Atari Lynx doesn't turn on. We'll take that for parts. Take that thing for parts. The parts box for parts. It won't be delivered until 8 a.m. Boom. Day 13. Tiny Build's the publisher for this. Okay, put that in there. Got my license. And then we'll strip this guy for parts, and then hopefully it's enough to repair the other one. Okay, that's corroded. That one's fine. Fine. Corroded. Corroded. That's fine. Okay, throw that away, and throw that away. Okay, that tube's broken. Get these guys all cleaned up. Juicy Doubles, thank you for the resub that says Dan Eyes, Dan Crazy. That is a cool combo of emotes. That clean a little bit. How's this game? Super fun. Okay, hopefully we have enough parts. Okay, we need light bulb housing. which we have. Light bulb housing. Cartridge slot action buttons. Action buttons. We're missing a set of action buttons. Oh, no. Directional buttons. Cartridge slot. Gonna give that a good cleaning. Fortunately, we did not get enough parts from that thing, so we'll have to put this on the shelf for another day until we get enough parts. Hopefully we can find another one of those things. I don't think we'll be so lucky. Hello, Karn. It's going great. Hope you're doing well, good as well. All right, what we need is more parts. I guess we'll do more repair jobs while we're waiting. So let's do Xbox controller for 15,000. Sony PSP for 40,000. Damn. Autorola for 35. There's some big old repairs there. For some big chunks of money. Okay, looks like we're going to replace a good chunk of this phone. I see so many cracks everywhere. I haven't seen that many cracks since I went to a Magic the Gathering contest. Okay, cleaning. Cleaning. Put that in there. That part's fine. Wow. There's only 5 pieces of this phone that are 2 pieces that are perfect. The rest are dirty or broken. Okay, that needs to be soldered. Done. Okay, what parts are we missing? We're missing antenna housing, speaker, back panel, battery cover, and the speaker, keyboard cover, display unit, display frame, display unit, display frame, and keyboard cover. Easy $35,000. Oh yeah. That's some big money for such a simple repair. Although we did have to replace a lot of parts, so that'll cut into our profit. Okay, broken, dirty. Okay, that's dirty. That is broken. So many screws on this side as well. That's destroyed. That's fine. Dirty. Broken. Man, is any parts of this left? Broken. Broken. My God. There's like almost nothing left. Yeah, for anything that they didn't get direct permission to use, they just have a fake name. Like, instead of Sony, it's Noni. Well, that disc is broken, too. Okay, we need, like, everything here. So, Wi-Fi board. Display frame and control board. Display frame, control board. Display, disk drive, disk. Disk. Display, disk drive. Disk drive. Battery lid. Okay, now we can repair the whole thing. Boom, boom, boom. All right, all fixed for $40,000, minus the cost of the parts I had to use. All right, now we repair this joystick. I mean, this controller. Okay, that needs cleaned. Broken. Broken. Cleaned. Good, good, good. Dirty, dirty. Okay, we're missing memory slots, cord, and left trigger. Left trigger, memory slots. I don't have a cord. Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to have to buy a broken Xbox. Hopefully. Broken Xbox controller. Well, all I have is a... Okay, there's a... We'll buy these two for parts for later. Okay, well, we'll do what we can. Okay, we'll break these down into parts. Alright, let's see. Breath Edge is free on Steam for 2 days. That's awesome. That's a pretty fun little game for free. You can't beat the price of free. It's pretty nice. Okay, all these are getting stripped for parts. Yeah, Breath Edge is free on Steam right now. It's kind of a, like, think Subnautica, but it's in space, and instead of being scary, it's funny. Kind of the best way to describe it. Okay, this one. Throw that in there, that in there. There we go, and now we repair this guy. Wait a minute, was I supposed to repair that? Okay, we need a cord. We need a... Oh, that was it, just the cord. I think the PSP as it was wouldn't do well, but if you had a modern PSP that had, you know, better capabilities, it was convenient to sync with your PlayStation and stuff. Kind of like, you know, how the Steam machine, the Steam Deck has found a lot of success by making it easy to play the games you already own on a device. You can do pretty decent with that. I apparently did not, let's put one of each of these things over here. So I need motherboard, metal frame, display frame, Wi-Fi board, disk drive, and disk. Disk and disk drive. Should have all the parts now. Okay, zip all that up. Wi-Fi board is dirty. Oh my god. You know how freaking deep the board is? God, it's all the way buried into there. Just that one little part there. There we go. All right, boom. Okay, order will be collected tomorrow. How about this one? Oh, this is just a broken one we're going to use for parts. Anything that's left would be great. A lot of it's going to be like this where it's useless, but that's okay. We're using it for parts. Okay, garbage, and this needs cleaned. Perfect. Throw that in there. Nice. Suzanne, thank you for the heart meat. Appreciate that. Okay, end day. Modding all this hard must have been intense. Yeah, it must have taken a lot of time. Oh, wow. We got $140,000. Damn. Okay, can we repair this now? Need a cartridge slot and an action button. Cartridge slot. Let's be clean, though. And we need action buttons. We still don't have an action button. Hi, Tifa. Today is National Beer Day in Ireland. Is that a holiday that repeats every day? Okay, let's see if we can get some more of this stuff. Atari Lynx. Okay, get both those. Let's see if we can get enough spare parts for this thing to repair his console over there. Corroded. What we really need is some working buttons. Oh, they actually weren't up. Ooh, that motherboard is fried. Okay, we got working action buttons. It looks like a lot of this thing is going to require just scrapping. They did it with a flamethrower. It just looked like it fried for whatever reason. Okay, we finally have another set of action buttons. Means we can now repair this thing. We got all the parts we need. Now we just gotta repair it. Okay, so that goes there, that goes there. And then that goes there. Just like that. What goes over what? No. Oh, this button. Okay, that button's missing. There we go. Now then this goes over there. Okay. It's confused. Now we load all these damn batteries. Make sure nothing's dirty before I close it all up. Okay, battery. 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 Done. Atari gave this game permission to use the word Atari on there for everything. Consoles like new Young Master, these Hanafuda card makers did a great job expanding into a new market. Don't you think? Meanwhile, I got my job done, and there's one thing I have to tell you. The power grid on the street has been acting out a lot lately, so I threw an EMI surge filter and voltage stabilizer in there for good measure. Now the lights in your workshop won't flicker even if the whole neighborhood blacks out for a second. Don't worry about the payment for all this. It's free like I promised. I'll build the Hashimoto family for this. It's his place after all. Let him pay. Thank you for your help and wish your grandson a speedy recovery. Noni Gomen. Let's see what the Noni Gomen is. Noni Gomen. Oh, it's the stereo. Okay, got my license. Do we have any spares that I can buy? Okay, there's one. So I'll probably need the parts. Tell already we're gonna need some parts. It's cracked already on the outside. Let's dismantle this one first. That needs cleaned. That needs cleaned. That needs cleaned. Wires are fine. Oh man, there's so much analog stuff in here. Okay, that needs cleaned. All the buttons, the little motherboard, the button is dirty. That little thing, that's dirty. Got a lot of spare parts here. Like we gotta solder some stuff. Done. Clean that battery. Energizer. And then one more little button. Oh, and that little thing too, whatever that is. A little knobs. Trying to get to more and more complex devices with more and more little bits and bops in them. Okay, now let's see if we can repair the other guys. Resolve term, thank you for the resub. Okay, that's broken. Broken. That's fine. Broken. Dirty. That works. Thanks, Tino, for liking the live. Okay, looks like most of these parts are fine. Some of them are very dirty, though. Okay, we're missing a drive unit, cassette compartment, back panel. Okay, back panel, drive unit, cassette compartment, battery cover, top panel. Top panel and side panel. Okay, we have all the parts we need. Now we reassemble. I should have to re-clean. Okay, soldered. I need some more. Wait a minute. Airbrush. You can just buy an airbrush. Get some upgrades. Thank you. Device must be fixed before... Oh, we can repaint stuff with that. Oh. Alright, there's that. And then I think this is the last dirty part. Okay, everything looks fine now. Okay, now we reassemble all of this stuff. Back on. This thing has so many little buttons everywhere. Where's this? Okay, that thing goes there. This is probably the most complex thing yet. We better put that together. A bunch of wires. Okay, spool. Okay, panel. Okay, screw that thing in. Okay, put that over there. Put that there. That wire, we got a billion buttons to go somewhere. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. I'm glad that the game tells me where all these buttons go, because if they didn't tell me, I would be lost. There's no way I'd remember all this crap. Cringe, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. We're playing a little game called RESTORY Electronic Store Repair. It's a game where you repair a lot of stuff from the early 2000s, like Game Boys and PSPs and flip phones and all kinds of good stuff. Pretty fun little game. If you want to follow Cringe Chin, the links there at the top there. Give him a follow. We're like a few hours. We're like 4 or 5 hours in. So we're a little bit into the game, but this game came out yesterday, and it's really fun if you want something nice and chill. Also nostalgic if you like to repair stuff. And repairing is simply, you know, putting stuff back on, and then screwing things in, clicking. You played Sausage Toss yet? I have not. That sounds like a filthy game for young people. Okay. It's a banger excuse to play with sausage all stream. The old Sausage Toss. I'll have to check it out. That sounds funny. Let me see. Sausage Toss. I have not heard of this. Okay. Wow, apparently there is a competition where for sausage tossing. Did not know that. So in this game you toss sausage. Oh, it's called a weird sausage game. Okay. There's apparently competitive sausage tossing. I did not know that. Sometimes you find these weird little things. Okay, let's see. A weird game about sausage. Oh my god. So you have to drop a floppy wiener and try to get it to land in different places? Okay, that sounds silly. So you just take a floppy sausage and then you try to flop it around and get it to land on it. So it's like a little puzzle game. That sounds funny. I like the sound of that. It sounds great. Who hasn't tried to toss a sausage on, randomly in their life? It happens. And I Googled sausage tossing and found there's competitive sausage tossing, which I did not know was a sport. And that sounds amazing. Okay. I always love finding these little sports where people are just super passionate about it. Ones I've never heard of. Okay, let's see. Okay, that needs cleaned. That needs cleaned. That's fine. This is fine. Okay, let's clean these two parts and see if we can... Yeah, that's one you don't want to Google on your work Wi-Fi, You get called in the HR about your searches of sausage tossing. Okay, left. So we need a cord, back panel, and left joystick. Let's see. Left joystick. Back panel and cord. Back panel and a cord. Do not have a cord. This is dirty. Need to clean that. Bother me. All right, let's see if I can buy a auction for a broken one. Hopefully it has a cord in it. $700. Perfect. I'll buy that one too. And that one, and that should give us enough parts to repair, hopefully. Okay, let's go in the morning. Profit of negative $80,000. Yes. I'm a businessman. Okay, we bought a broken one. Let's see if we can break it down into parts, and then hopefully this cord works. The cord is garbage. Okay, great. The one thing I needed is broken on it. Great. Just fantastic. Okay, that's broken too. Well, I bought two, so hopefully the second one has a working cord. So in this game, you do want to buy a bunch of old broken stuff because you can take the parts out to repair other things. Kind of like real life. Like a lot of shops from real life do that. Done already? Master? Splendid. Here's your payment. Thanks for reviving it. Music is the only thing that keeps me from going nuts during my shifts in that cafe. Have you seen anything unusual around recently? Kato's been making me insurance offers. That's Hashimo's boy. Not much you can do to help him, I'm afraid. What they pulled you into is completely legal. Take another look at that contract and it's in Mindham's, and you understand. How do I know you're not the first person involved for this? It's a shame you got away with this. His father came over to talk to our brass, and they let him go with a fine and a warning. No matter, I'll bring him to heel someday. So there's that, and what else? Have you seen anything unusual around here recently? Haru might be a petty thief. Some people's gadgets right at the maid cafe? You know, your description sounds awfully similar to the hostess that bumped into me there. Do you think that could be... He's just trying to kill my partner? An attempt upon an officer's life in broad daylight? I must investigate, but that means I'm going to have to go to that cafe again. Ugh, I'm so sick of it. So there's that, and what else? You see anything unusual around here recently? Someone lives on the upper floor. You know, I've had to help someone get out of a complicated situation recently. Sometimes people live together, but it's a cat and dog life. That person had no other choice but to leave, yet they had nowhere to go and no one asked for help. Couldn't stay away, help them find a place to live and get some paperwork done. Just between you and me, sometimes rules have to make way for reason. And that's why you may have many new upstairs neighbors now. I did not see any of this that you understood. I also heard that this person had a robot dog that's broken now. Losing a friend like that is losing a part of your own soul. I'm sure they'll appreciate your help. So there's that, and what else? Anything unusual on here? No. Need to go now. Those criminals won't catch themselves, you know. Thank you for the repair. Take care. You know what? You're welcome. I'll break that down in a minute. Oh, what is this? Not a bill. Oh. I hate bills. Oh, God, stop. No. No more bills. Bills suck. Okay, clean this. Clean that as well. Bills must be paid, true. Okay, let's see if we can get enough out of this one. Please work. Okay, this one works. Good. Dirty. Over here. Over there. Over here. And put that over there and throw that in there. And then one more to... Oh, never mind. Guess we're done. All right, now we should have enough parts to repair the other one and get our money. This one. We're missing the cord, which we finally have a new one of. As a repairman, I once installed a too powerful motor into a moving stairway. Let's say things escalated very quickly. You know, that's uncalled for. We're all having a good time. It's not even Monday. I see you made some upgrades. You bought a soldering iron, which will actually come in handy. They upgraded your network, and I had to pay for it. You can pay me back by fixing it. I paid to visit your competitor across the street to discuss his offer. He wants to buy your repair shop. I had my phone plugged into his charger while we were talking. As soon as he turned on his soldering iron, there was a power surge. My phone flickered and started smoking. Now it won't turn on. That interrupted our negotiation for the time being, and now I don't really want to give it to that competitor. Just take care of the problem, and I'll think about our dilemma. Just try and get it done fast, since my phone keeps all of Akiba running. I'm so damn tired of this. I'll fix it, no problem. A Simpson M65. minute. Was that not for an order? I think so. I will just sell it. You can tell something's dirty by if you inspect it closely, you'll see the dirt on it. And then if you don't inspect it, it'll show you with the little circle on the dirt thing over here. That's the easiest way to tell. Hold on, we got a sponsor stream coming up at 2:50, so about 18 minutes. So in about 18 minutes, me and Co will be doing a sponsor stream together for about 3 hours. We'll be watching a showcase and then playing 2 games for THQ. Also, the parts list also shows it as well, yeah. Who's this Co guy? He's a new streamer that needs a little bit of a boost. So I'm going to be doing a co-stream with him to get him a little boost, help him out a little bit. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you know. Gotta be nice to people. He doesn't have what it takes? I don't know. I think maybe he's really got to try to be mean, though. He's too nice. I don't think he'll make it if he's nice. He's got to be mean. You got to be mean and nasty to make it in this world. Drama is what sells nowadays. You got to have the drama. Got to drama. Okay, let me take a couple of repair orders. I want big money, so 15 grand for the Atari. That sounds good. 19,000 for the Xbox controller. 5,000 for that. Damn. Okay, let's stick with those for now. We will start with this guy. I have so many Atari parts. There should be a quick, easy fix. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's dead. Dirty. That one's fine. Throw that away. And dirty. Required. Clean it first. What are you talking about? Oh. What dust is left? 99%. Okay, where was the last 1%? Okay. Solder. Perfect. Okay, clean that one. And there's some dirt on there. That's dirt. Okay, I need a back panel, a cord, and a switch. Back panel, a switch, and one cord. Cartridge machine. Seems like there's an awful lot of space, empty space in the Atari. But there's so much space in there. Not all requirements have been met. What? One of the switches is dirty. Oh my god. Oh, it's very dirty, yes. Okay, clean it. One dirty switch. Oopsie. Paint. Patendo. Am I just painting the whole thing? Oh my god, it looks horrible. I hate it. what they wanted, though. They wanted it that way. It's theirs. You know, I'm not going to judge them much. It's not mine. I don't have to look at it. Okay, fine, fine. Needs cleaning, cleaning. Trash. Garbage. Garbage. Okay, cleaning, and this looks very dead, yes. Okay, need a circuit board for sure. Need menu buttons. And then we need to cord and memory. Not another cord. Memory slots. Let me see if we can just buy the damn cord. Those cords are annoying. I need a Xbox cord, please. Let me buy 2 of them, because those are really annoying. Okay, well, I bought 2 cords, so now that should work. Okay. Now we clean. Clean, clean, clean. Clean, clean, clean. Okay, are all the parts clean? Yes, they are. Now we assemble. Okay, put the little screws on, put the cord on. That button, the back panel, and the front panel, and then we screw it all in. Done. Alright, garbage. And now we got one more repair. This little guy. Atari Lynx. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in the wild. There was a period where there were lots of game consoles because everyone wanted to compete with the Game Boy. And most of them did not do well. Like sales-wise. Okay, that's destroyed. Yeah, there's some consoles that did okay. Like, I saw a Nokia one at school one time. But there's a lot I've never saw, like, outside of ads. Yeah, a lot of the competitors to Game Boy tried to, capitalize on what it was missing, like lighted screen, color, But they just didn't have the Nintendo name. Yeah, and the games, you know. A lot of them did not have a Mario or a Kirby, you know, equivalent on their consoles. Okay, we need power buttons and 2 batteries and a circuit board. Power buttons, 2 batteries. Light bulb, display seal. Display seal. Need that circuit board. Circuit board. There we go. I think we have all the pieces. Now we just put it all together. Okay, put that there, and slap that whole thing on that side. How's the speaker go? Okay, there it goes. And then what are we missing? Back panel. Oh, I think we need that on there. Okay, there we go. That's what we're missing. That little thing. One thing I don't miss is having to put batteries in every damn thing. Everything's got like a built-in battery that you can recharge nowadays. Yeah, 6 AA batteries, and you know it's gonna eat through those really fast. One second. Okay, I need to run to the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back in a second. Let me save the game as well. All right. Me and Co are going to be starting our sponsor stream in just a few minutes.